Hi there, hope your Thursday, your pre-Friday's going along nicely. Yeah, boy, what a winter it's been, a long, hard slog. And thanks for joining us for your web forecast. What we're talking about today is more bitterly cold air, an Arctic high-pressure system coming in behind the big snowmaker. We've got bitter cold today, dangerous cold on your Friday when it will be even colder, 25 degrees below seasonal norms, and in frostbite, hypothermia territory. Cover up. A lot of us digging out from the heavy snows. You're going to want to cover your exposed skin. Frostbite territory indeed. And guess what? We've got more snow in the forecast. Yeah, another snowmaker going to move in over the weekend. It's not going to give us a lot of snow, but recall with the 8.4 inches we saw with yesterday's storm? Well, we're less than a foot away from this 2014 being the snowiest winter in recorded history in Toledo. Yeah, breaking the record set the benchmark season we've heard about for decades, 1978. We'll likely be talking about this winter, 2014, as a future benchmark for years, possibly decades to come. We'll remember this one, and of course, no pattern change headed our way. We've been set up like this really since Thanksgiving, a big trough along the eastern half of the nation, and more cold, more snow headed our way for at least the next 10 to 12 days, perhaps 2 weeks. That's about as far as I'll trust the models, but it could extend longer than that. Remember, we've got 42 days of winter left. And yeah, no doubt we'll be setting the record for snowiest winter in Toledo in recorded history before it's all said and done. Today, clouds dominating the sky. They're thin clouds. It's going to filter the sunshine, but we'll call it partly sunny to mostly cloudy through the day today. And it's cold, but the clouds keeping it milder than it could be. Out to our west where you see those clear skies, that's where the coldest air resides. They've also got some wind. And you get out into the wheat belt, they've got wind chills this morning to 40 below zero. And all this will slowly migrate in our direction over the next 2 days in advance of our next snowmaker. So bitter cold today, we're talking highs getting into the mid-teens at best, wind chills, single digits, close to zero at times. Tomorrow, bitter cold, wind chills way below zero. We'll only see a high in the single digits. And then here comes our next snowmaker. Now it's a clipper. It's coming across a dry continent. It's not tapping into the Gulf of Mexico for moisture, so not a big snowmaker. Nevertheless, we'll add an inch, 2, maybe 3 to the totals and get closer to that record. So yeah, quite a run we're having. The real story over the next couple of days is going to be the bitter cold. Wind chills, yeah, dangerous out there this morning and throughout the day today. We'll see highs mid-teens, but wind chills below zero throughout most of the day. Dangerous cold tomorrow. I think this model's overdoing it, but we're going to see a low 3, 4, 5 degrees below zero. That's the actual temperature, and I think we'll see feels like temps between 15 and 25 degrees below zero out the door Friday morning. We're not a lot better during the afternoon because we'll see single-digit highs, wind chills 5 to 15 below. Now, we'll break the bitter cold on Saturday, and that's in advance of the next snowmaker, that clipper getting in here Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and into Sunday. And then more Arctic cold behind that. 16 the high this afternoon. It's not going to feel that warm once the winds pick up, 10 to 15 out of the west. So single digit and sub-zero wind chills, even this afternoon. Bitterly cold overnight as skies partially clear. We'll get below zero. There's going to be some wind. So again, wind chills 15 to 25 below on Friday morning. With sunshine, we'll see a high of just 9. We'll start out with sun on Saturday, cloud up during the morning hours, snow starting. It's going to fall lightly, but it's going to stick around for a while. Saturday evening, overnight into Sunday morning, could see 1, 2, possibly 3 inches with that clipper. And then another Arctic high-pressure system works its way in here. Will be quiet, but bitterly cold to start out the next work week. And of course, that's followed by another snowmaker a few days later. So the pattern continues. Beware of frostbite. If you're going to be out for prolonged periods of time, layer it up, cover all exposed skin. A lot of us shoveling today. Be sure not to overdo it. That's a really heavy snow we saw yesterday, and a lot of cleanup to be done. Don't overdo it, and guard yourself against the elements out there. And yeah, it looks like broomable snow over the weekend, but it just keeps coming. Thanks a lot for joining us for your web forecast. Stay warm if you got to go out there. I'm meteorologist John James.